Hello all you infidels, kuffar and Muslims out there. Nemesis is back, and yes, I've had to do it. I did say I was actually going to leave Ramosay alone because I've spent far too much time with her in the past, because she's just beyond reproach. She's just a bit of a waste of time. But in this circumstance, I will actually take exception to that, and I'm going to make another video about her. We're all aware of her Islamic retardation, and when I say that, I don't want to portray all Muslims like Ramosay, because Ramosay is incredibly stupid and retarded. So the debate that's been going on between Isrees and Taboo's channel, Stealth Warrior's channel and mine channel is the topic of evolution. And what she's basically saying here, in response to Isrees and Taboo's take on where the founder of a TV station was meant to portray Islam in a better light, actually beheaded his wife, Peace. She's actually replied, well, the site you're giving me is provided by non-Muslims, and I think that you notice that I'm a Muslim, so why would a Muslim go to someone who never been a Muslim and listen to it? Because a non-Muslim never explains Islam and its teachings, because if they could, then without a doubt they would have converted. Excuse me. By the way, a Muslim going to a non-Muslim to tell them about Islam is if, like, a person gets sick, then they should go to a plumber instead of a doctor, lol. That tells me a hell of a lot about Ramosay, straight away. In other words, it's been obviously very clearly exemplified in the news that a Muslim founder of a TV station did actually behead his wife, but she's going to deny that on the basis that it's not a Muslim website, and why should she listen to a non-Muslim, basically because, you know, they don't know anything about Islam. Right, that's important to remember, and what I'm going to do now is go back to my channel for a moment, and you'll see here she's saying, ha ha ha, as I can see why everyone calls lack of intelligence this name. He does lacking intelligence. He almost hit rock bottom with his luck, lol. This is to me, specifically. She likes to call me Bogue, and she's got a lovely pet name for me. She's that infatuated, bless her. She says, your answers given to you at Stealth Loser's page, don't forget to read it. So I won't. I'll go to Stealth Warrior's page and see what she has to say. So we'll go a bit further back here and see what she has to say, because no doubt she's going to claim some kind of victory, that she's more intelligent, that I'm faithless and I'm evil and blah blah blah, all that same fucking rubbish that she comes out with. But again, like I say, this is about evolution. Let's have a look here. Yeah, here we go. I've basically said here, because she keeps going on about the denial of evolution, right, and bearing in mind that she obviously needs to hear it from a Muslim, or she needs to go to a Muslim website to actually see where this evolution thing comes from, because she just point blankly doesn't accept it, creationist rubbish. So I've actually said here that Dr. Inayatullah Khan al-Mashraki defended the Darwinian theory of evolution in his famous book Tazkira. What do you think of a fellow Muslim scholar in fact actually agreeing with evolution? Above that, I've saying that Ramosay won't respond to the statement below on Isrees's channel because it makes her Islamic fuse overload and ultimately makes a short circuit. Evolution is a fact, Ramosay. It's backed up by the more realistic and intelligent real Muslim scholars. Harun Yahya is a joke. I mean, Captain Ordinary did an absolutely fantastic expose and rebuttal of Harun Yahya, which I would suggest that anyone go to have a look at, really, because it's quite plainly fantastic. So, here are her responses to me. and she's saying at Bogan, well, first of all, if a Muslim who's agreeing on something like evolution is called no longer a Muslim anymore, even though I doubt any Muslim ever said or is going to say anyways. And secondly, so if a Muslim say that evolution is actually worth consideration, it actually makes your claim or Darwin's claims true. And I am a Muslim too, and I say it's not true, and all scientists said it, but and all scientists said it's all bullcrap. Why don't you accept that? Thirdly, where is your proof, genius? Never talk to me from your own empty head, as I'm not interested to discuss things which has no backups or any proof behind it. That is why when I say anything I present my proofs with it. That's bollocks for a start, but anyway. She goes on to say, if you think Haranyaha's work is not good, how about all those scientists over the world who said that evolution is all nonsense and it cannot be proved by any meaning, neither scientifically or rationally? So you say they are all wrong? Then she asked me to bring my own theory to see if, let's see if you're more educated than the world's best scientists, lol. You see, arrogance is humans' worst enemy. It drives you to that stupidity and ignorance that you can't seem to see or make difference between right and wrong and logic and unlogic. Sorry, I do have trouble reading her sometimes, as I'm sure most people do. She says, God gave to man brain, so why don't you use it, right? Not to store it, right? Then use it if there is any. If there is any. If not, then grow one. And how about you able to grow one? By education, study and research, as I can see none of you is capable of such. Then stay in your pile of filth and darkness. Brilliant. As I've said here, Ramosay's been refuted on my page again. Obviously going back to the topic where I've actually used a Muslim scholar, just one. I mean there are others that actually back up the theory of evolution. So if we go page 2, obviously that's just going back to her coming to me to go back to Stealth Warriors channel, which I did obviously. So here we go. Ramosay has clearly stated in previous posts, and I'm reiterating what I've said before, you know, obviously in her own words, well, the science you've given me is provided by non-Muslims, and I think you did notice that I am a Muslim, so why would a Muslim go to someone who's never been a Muslim and listen to it? Because a non-Muslim never explains Islam and its teachings, because if they could, then without a doubt they would have converted. By the way, a Muslim's going to non-Muslims to tell them about Islam is like as if a person gets sick, then they should go to a plumber instead of a doctor. Law. I'm saying here, so bearing her comments in mind here, she's clearly stating that she needs to go to a Muslim website to believe anything that is said to her. Incredibly biased, which is incredibly biased, bigoted and retarded. She also clearly states that a non-Muslim can't explain Quranic teachings, only Muslims can do that. Again, biased, bigoted and retarded, especially in the field of science. So, here we go. Go on to the next page. So you can see that a bit clearer at least. There we go. And my next comment to her is, so you deny evolution then? Then you say that you'll only go to Muslims and Muslim websites for any clarification on the subject. So I post this numerous amounts of times on Stealth Warrior and his Reasons channel. Dr. Inayatullah Khan al-Mashraqi defended the Darwinian theory of evolution in his famous book Tazkira. What do you think of a fellow Muslim, a scholar in fact, actually agreeing with evolution? It's obvious that I have now conceded she'll only accept Muslim sources, so I thought this may just appease her very limited intellect and cause her to readjust her thinking about evolution, because Dr. Inayatullah Khan al-Mashraqi is a Muslim scholar who has a distinguished background in the field of science and mathematics. So what is her response to that? Her response will be coming up in part 2.